There's a new coward in town. There's a new coward. I mean, it was predicted. We predicted that it's only a matter of minutes before these experts who we thought that now turning against William will fold. It was just only a matter of minutes, because one thing William and Kate do not like is when people say negative things about them. They cannot handle that. They love to dish it, but the minute it's dished back, that's where they draw the line. So there's royal expert or commentator, whatever you want to call her. Personally, I just think she's a clown, Amanda Platel, who wrote a piece, and at the time when she wrote it, the internet was like, finally there's hope in UK journalism, right? Like, there's a bit of hope. Like, you are now literally calling out the laziest duo in the fold, like in the farm. You're calling them out. Like, you should focus on the taxpayer funded roles and leave Harry and Meghan out of it. Then you guys are not paying a dime when it comes to them. So here's what she wrote before. She said, William and Kate have become the prince and princess of boring. This is why they need to stop skulking around and take a leaf out of Harry's book or risk Charles' wrath. That is literally what this woman wrote, and the internet was on a frenzy. For once, you're like, yeah, this is it. Because you even had another one, Liz Jones, which, by the way, I believe it's only a matter of time she gets a phone call and again she folds and just decides to come out and say whatever. So this had people talking. Of course, the Derangers were not happy about this. Like, how dare you attack our faves? How dare you attack? Mind you, this was during Harry's successful UK visit. So, there's so much heat. There was a bloodbath. Today, this clown, guess what she did? Yeah, she tuned it. And she said, I'm so disgusted with myself for the cruel thing I said about Kate. I'm choking on my words now. I know the truth. Kate, I'm just so sorry. Listen, this is the most sarcastic apology. I don't know. I'm going to get there. But I don't believe a word. We know when you wrote the first piece, that was the real you. That is the real you. The second one, you got maybe more money in your account and then a phone call. And then you decided, oh, Kate, I'm so sorry. You're still a woman with cancer. You're going through so much. I am sorry. I should not have said that. Why would I say that? And now know the truth. What truth? That they're boring? What truth, Amanda? That they're pathetic? Is that what you're saying? Like, that is the truth. I'm telling you, these people, like, there's no hope in UK journalism, guys. There's no hope. So when it's William and Mumbles, the Palace will do everything within their power to, protect them, to retract these vile pieces or whatever, anything that's said about them. But again, when it's Harry and Meghan, they don't see or they don't know. When you see things like this, that's when you know the Palace has the power to put an end to the smear campaign to get it towards Harry and Meghan. They have the power to put an end to the abuse and the harassment from the UK media, but they just choose not to. And this just shows you that Harry was right all along. Harry has always been right. We've never doubted him. The more they keep doing this, the more we know that. Like, this time we're not fooling anyone. And I love how a lot of us knew that this is about to happen, because these people don't like being attacked. They don't like the truth. Every time someone writes something honest about them, they make a phone call, they throw a tantrum, and all of a sudden they retract, and all of a sudden, we're sorry. No. William is such a good man. Then she goes back to trashing Harry and Meghan. And you're like, what has Harry and Meghan got to do with this? You literally called these people out, which was true. It was facts. They're lazy, they barely do anything, and they're taxpayer funded. But no. And here's the funny thing about this entire thing. The Rangers are convinced that this is not a genuine apology. People believe that it's so sarcastic. I kid you not, I take it with a grain of salt. I believe it. This woman is so sarcastic, it does not seem genuine. So they're pissed and they're like, we do not accept your apology. This is a mockery. Like, this is sarcastic. Like, I did not then read the entire article, but I've seen there's a snippet where people, the Derangers, are pissed about that. So there's no hope in UK journalism. When you see things like this, I'm just waiting for the other two who also wrote negative things about them to also fall and turn. Like, oh, we're sorry. We told you to man up. Oh no, just continue being you. We're sorry. Oh, Kate, we told you your fashion is boring. No, you're a fashion icon. Like, literally, that's what they're going to do. And it's funny how they think, especially Amanda thinks, that we are going to forget that she wrote the first article, that somehow by apologizing, we're going to forget. Like, listen, honey, we know you meant every word when you wrote the fact. That is the real you. But since you're under a payroll, and of course, you had to do whatever to do this, and it's still sarcastic. But anyway, let me get let me get to the point where they're so pissed. It's so funny. That what does she know? So here's the part that's pissing a lot of people, and here's the Ranger says, maybe it's just me, but her apology sounds sarcastic as hell. So this is the part that is really pissing them off. I can only imagine how many hours are required to plan her outfits for the coming days. And how many trips did her hairdresser have to make to finesse a hairdo, upon which to patch a priceless Windsor tiara? That's the part that part. Oh no! So honestly, there's an element of sarcasm. I've seen a lot of people say it does not seem genuine. Even the comments, which I'm going to read, you see, like she does not seem genuine. It's like, okay, let me just do it. You guys want me to say sorry? Fine, let me just say it. And she throws in there and adds tons of sarcasm. It's like, whatever, you wanted it, there you go. Leave me alone. That's the part that's happening. It's like, yeah, you wanted it, here you go. Leave me the hell alone. Anyway, let me get to the comments. So you have Cloud says, so someone accidentally told the truth and was made to regret it. Yeah. D says, once again, proving the palace has the power to call the press off the harassment of Meghan. Absolutely. That just proves it. Everything. We've been knowing that. Big says, I totally agree. There are work-shy, lazy, sponging parasites. I'm not choking on my words because that is the truth. They only come out to play when Harry makes an ass of them. Parasitical suckers. Faye says, could it be that they wanted Meghan to suffer all of that abuse from the toxic British media? I'm still waiting for this type of retraction for her. It appears it will never happen. Tony says, Amanda Platel has had a smacked bottom and gone back to trashing Harry, scared of losing the perks of the royal family. Are you? Why do you want me invited to any more garden parties with the rest of the Rotterats? Kathy says, is she being sarcastic? How many hours it takes to plan her outfits has to be sarcasm. Surely. I know. SK says, when the check takes 3 working days to clear. Check this. Before and after, like you said, you have Amanda say, William and Kate have become the prince and princess of boring. This is why they need to stop skulking around and take a leaf out of Harry's book or risk Charles' wrath. And then it turns to, I'm so disgusted with myself for the cruel thing I said about Kate. I'm choking on my words now. I know the truth, Kate. I'm just so sorry. Get out of here. C says, not really. With apologies like that, I'd stick with the criticism. Honestly, that apology does not seem genuine one bit. Snorky says, Patel is the female version of Dan Wotton. Depraved, desperate, and trying to get noticed. Radical says, looks like it. Nobody's allowed to say the truth about the Princess of Nature videos. Princess of Nature. Radical adds, the same Amanda Platel who churned out hate pieces on Meghan without a blink suddenly grows a conscience when it comes to Miss Doolittle. Phew, right. Lisa says, yikes. Did you think Kensington Palace wouldn't react to that headline? Why grovel afterwards? Just stand by it. They are boring. I know. Just stand by it. You said it, stick to it. Duchess of Success says, oh my god, the difference in those headlines, did they double her pay to put out some blatant lies? It appears so, babe. Z says, how quickly they can protect their own but leave Meghan to the wolves. I'm telling you. Faith says, so it was fine when they were and are still attacking Meghan and Harry, and nothing is being done from the palace. The cat says, still calling her Kate though. Yeah, they're still pissed about that, by the way. They're like, so you want, that's why they say the apologies are genuine, because like, how are you not addressing her with the proper title? It's mumbles, it's Kate. That's what we're telling. This woman was not genuine with that apology. Paola says, amazing how a single phone call from the palace can turn Prince and Princess of Boring into a tearful apology. Not journalism, just stenography for the crown. If truth collapses this fast, imagine the lies they keep propping up. Bathong says, someone clearly got a warning letter from Kensington Royal, and they have the nerve to deny that the invisible contract exists. Clowns. Mina says, not one of these gossip monger have a backbone. She folded so quickly. He says, money hit the account, and Caesar was like, forgive me, please, I beg. Catwoman says, too late, she wrote it and we all read it. It confirms how they control the press to make them look good and confirms Harry was right. Christina says she already said that she thought of them as boring, which most of the world already thought. So her trying to retract will not change anyone's mind. Oma says, predictable. We knew this was going to happen. Absolutely. So guys, that is it. We have a new coward in town. Let me know what you think about the coward in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Miraj. Hit that subscribe button. Give this video a thumbs up. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.